very confused, very lost in my own hair. Hey guys, it's Ellie and welcome back to Beauty Hacks, Fail or Holy Grail, where we test Pinterest beauty hacks and see if they're a fail or a holy grail or a holy fail. It has been a long time and I'm so happy to be back on the Fail or Holy Grail thing. I am ready to get this going. So today we are doing hair hacks. Specifically, hair hacks to help you get ready in the morning. I figure because school season is almost here, you guys could probably use some tricks to get ready faster because nobody loves the snooze button more than me. So we're gonna be testing 3 hacks. It's 3 hairstyles that I think I could live on if I could master all 3 of them. I feel like I would be set for life. So the first one is one that you've probably seen on Pinterest about 5 million times. It is the hack to have a fancier ponytail where you just keep it like all pointed up and stuff. And not up, but like nice and, I don't know, up there, like not droopy, you know? Like a good ponytail. So what you'll need for this hack is some bobby pins and a hair tie. We're gonna be using a bright hair tie and blonde bobby pins today so that you can see it against my hair. Obviously, if I was doing this in real life to go out, I would be using things that matched my hair color, which are not these, but it's for display. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first step for this is just to pull your hair into a regular ponytail. And the purpose of this hack, obviously, is to make sure that you have a ponytail that looks on point, not one that like droops down and looks like you just got back from the gym or something. You know, if you want to look fancy, then you want your ponytail to match your fanciness. So this is supposed to give you a fancy ponytail with very little work and almost no time. So go ahead and pull your hair into a ponytail. I think we're doing this high style today, so I'm gonna make a very high ponytail. Okay, ponytail game is strong. I have a nice ponytail here. So now I need to flip around and this is where we put the bobby pins in the back. So this is my ponytail before. This is what it looks like without pins. And imagine that, I guess, throughout the day it would start to like droop. It's, you know, it's not particularly raised. You kind of want that like perky, I think is the word. Perky ponytail is what we're going for. So right now it's just very normal, a little bit droopy, but here's your before shot. All right, so now we're gonna flip the ponytail up and take 2 little bobby pins here, and then we put them in the ponytail. And this is the hard part because I can't really see what I'm doing here, but you just put them in facing your scalp, I guess. So I'm gonna put one here, and I'm gonna put one in the other side, and I'm putting the wavy side down. So the flat side is what's facing out. All right, so now we have this. Can you see my bobby pins in there? So then in the picture, it shows her like pulling her ponytail out a little bit like this to just give it some height, but then the bobby pins are stabbing my scalp. I don't know. Okay, now we're gonna flip the ponytail back over and compare. All right, here's the after shot. This is what it looks like. Imagine I had a perfectly smooth ponytail happening right now. Does this look better? So it definitely gives you that extra little bump of like perkiness and height, which is great, and it gives you more of like a cascading ponytail, which is obviously very trendy right now, but it feels very stabby on your scalp. Like for me right now, having these bobby pins on my ponytail on the crown of my head is not comfortable. I don't know if you practiced and had it like perfectly in there, if that would be amazingly comfortable. There might be a way to place them more delicately that would make it less stabby and painful, but I don't think that this is something that I would do. I don't find that this perky ponytailness is worth the discomfort of having the pins there. So I don't know. Right now, I'm just really ready to get these out of my hair because like it's that stabby for me. It's not a comfortable thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no to this. I'm gonna rule this one a holy fail because it definitely works. It gives you the perkiness as promised. It gives you the results as promised, but the bobby pins on your scalp is very uncomfortable because they're pointing straight into your scalp and being held by the weight of your hair. So for me, with my hair length and thickness, this is more painful than it is pretty. It is neither a fail nor a holy grail, therefore, holy fail. So that one, now you know, verdict reached. Let's move on to hack number 2. So hack number 2 is the perfect top knot, and it's supposed to be super quick and super easy, and all you will need for this is a comb, some bobby pins, and another hair tie. The first step in this hack is to go ahead and put your hair in a high ponytail, or wherever you want your bun to be, put your ponytail there. So since we already have this one good to go, the first step is done. The second step is to take your hair in sections and tease it. The teasing is supposed to give it the messy top knot. This is what we're doing, the perfect messy bun. So we gotta get that messy texture. So I only have this tiny comb because it's my husband's from his shave kit, so that's a thing. But we're gonna go and tease it with this tiny comb anyways, because I think that should do it. So you're just gonna pull out sections and tease them. Obviously we're going for a messy bun here. Teasing is rarely, you know, something that's very precise anyways. So you're just gonna start teasing, just go a little wild, just pull out some strands and we'll see where it takes us. All right, so I feel like I'm pretty teased here, and the third step is to go ahead and you take your hair and you form the bun. So Pinterest says to take this and wrap it in 2 sections, and then you wrap them in opposite directions. And like I said, all of the information on these pins can be found below. You can see the links to the pins I'm actually taking this from. If you have questions or whatever, it's there. So in opposite directions is really weird. I don't feel like this is doing anything at all. It says to wrap them in opposite directions like you would for a top knot, but I don't know what that means. Like, I'm wrapping them in opposite directions and I'm just hoping that that's what this means, because it's just messy and weird and I don't really know. So for me, it's all wrapped around itself in opposite directions. And then it says to take your pins and pin it with 1 inch hanging out. That's more than 1 inch. So I don't remember which was which. I'm just gonna kind of pin it in. Nope, very confused. Very lost in my own hair. All right, so I'm pinning this in with a little bit hanging out. I don't know where the other one went. I think I ended up wrapping them together. I don't know about this. Oh wait, I think I found the other end. I think it's over here. I'm gonna stick one in the front either way because I feel like it's kind of wild. Okay, so this is what I have right now. This is my bun. This is what it looks like. And I feel like it's pretty cute. It's like really messy and nice, but it feels pretty secure. And I think if you need more security, you can add more pins. It says if you feel like it's too tight, you can always pull on your hair to make it messier. So let's just give that a go and see what is going on with that. That got weird. So now I have this weird part. So let me just stick another pin in here and secure this guy. Okay, overall, I think that this is definitely a method that's going to give you that messy look that looks like you didn't do anything on purpose, but it just looks flawless. So, you know, a messy top knot is one of those things that's supposed to look messy and crazy, and this method was really easy and really quick. You know, it truly was 3 steps. It was ponytail, tease, wrap, and pin. If wrap and pin counts as one, it really should count as 2. But nonetheless, I digress. I think this one is a holy grail. I can see myself using this. You know, I don't think I would have pulled it out after. I think it was good before I pulled it, and I felt like it looked pretty nice, and now it's still good, but not as nice. I think it's fun because each time your hair is gonna look a little bit different, and that's kind of the fun part of a messy top knot. Oh, and the last thing is you're supposed to pull out like your little baby hairs and stuff, like your little flyaway hanging down ones, and then you look like really, really fancy. So this is what you end up with if you do that. Here's the final look. Let's just go big or go home, as always. I feel like this is pretty great. I'm actually really impressed because I thought that it was just gonna be like a flop. So this is pretty nice. I definitely feel like this is a holy grail. I would wear my hair like this all the time, and you know, it took me what, like 3 minutes total? The teasing is what took the longest. So, you know, if you have a great teasing comb, you're gonna be even better because of that. So this one, the messy top knot in 3 steps, definitely a holy grail from me. All right, so I've got my hair all down out of the bun and everything, and we're gonna start hack number 3. This one is 5-minute beach waves, and I love stuff like this because my hair does this naturally. It's just like very flat with some unruly waves, and this is what it is. So it definitely needs some taming on a daily basis, and hopefully this hack will do that for me. So for this hack, you will need a hair dryer, some water to dampen your hair, or, you know, get out of the shower and get your hair halfway damp. and a texturizing spray. Today I'm using the Living Proof Style Lab Instant Texture Mist. If you can find one with heat protectant, that's obviously a bonus. You know, we're not going to be using too much heat on our hair today, but it's always good to be prepared. So if you find one with it, use that. So the first step really is to start with damp hair, so I'm going to go ahead and just dampen my hair with this water. Okay, so now that I have damp hair, I'm going to go ahead and add my texture mist in there. Alright, so texture mist and water added to my hair. So now you can either do this before or after. I did it before. You want to separate your hair into two sections. So for me, it looks like this. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your first side and you're going to twist it away from your face, because that's what they say is most flattering, so that's what we're going to do. So now I'm just twisting it up into a basic twist all the way down my hair. Alright, so now you take your hair dryer and you dry down the side until it's completely dry. And I'm going to give mine an extra blast of cold just to set anything if it's there. So I'm going to start with heat and then I'm going to finish with cold, and that should finish any waves if they're actually going to be created. We'll find out. Alright, so this one is now dried and cooled. So we're just going to let this one chill here while we do the other one, so then we can take them out at the same time and see what we're left with. Now we have both, and now we'll take this one out first and see what it looks like. Just gonna shake it. I'm trying not to disrupt it. I don't know about this. Alright, so that's that one. I don't know. It's not terribly impressive, really. Let's try this one. Alright, so these are our beach waves. And it's definitely not like it's just flat, but it's too flat to call it beach waves. I'm so disappointed with this one. I really wanted it to work because it's so easy and it's so fast, but it's like there are certain sections which have some texture and curl to them, but then there's some sections which, I don't know, it seems like the ends have some nice texture going, but the base for so long is just flat. So let me see if I can like get in a position where you can see all of my hair at once. Okay, so here's the ends. So it does not look horrible, you know, it actually looks pretty cute, and it gives you some texture at the ends, which I like. So being able to see it all at once like this makes me like it even more and be less disappointed by it. So it's definitely not, you know, a total fail, right? Is it? I don't know. I wanted this to work. Maybe if I had let it dry under the heat longer, that would be better, but you know, if you're really gonna sit there and dry it for so long, then you might as well use a curling iron or, you know, something similar. So, I don't know. I do not know. I'm super conflicted about this one. It definitely didn't come out like it looks like in the pin. It showed these big like beachy waves, and maybe my hair is too thick and heavy or something, but it's definitely not giving me like this amazing beach wave look that I was hoping for. But I also, you know, from what I can see in my camera viewfinder, it's really not that bad. There definitely is some texture in the front, like on the bottom, which looks really nice. And of course, twisting it and drying it gave it more volume than it had before. So, you know, at first I was disappointed, but I think that I was hoping for like big beachy waves. I ended up getting volume and beachy waves at the ends, which is actually kind of great. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna decide my verdict for this one. I'm gonna let you guys decide your verdict in the comments down below. Based on what you've seen today, or maybe if you've tried this on your own, let me know if you think this is a fail, a holy grail, or a holy fail. For me, I feel like my hair looks pretty styled in a way that I would need to use a curling iron for, and you know, it's definitely not totally even, but there's body and there's texture there, and I like that. So for me, I think I'm gonna call this a holy grail because I think that I would do this again. You know, I've completely flipped from where I was when I took it out, but after looking at it closer and I don't know, being a little more lenient, I guess, I feel like this is actually pretty cool, and my hair looks pretty nice. So, you know, I could walk out like this and people would think that, you know, I really like spent a lot of time on these end curls because they're really, really pretty and consistent on the ends. Like they're really, really nice. So this is definitely something that I'm gonna wanna try again. I like having the body in my hair. I think that that's good. And yeah, so for me, even though I don't get these big beachy waves, it's a holy grail because I get some waves at the bottom and I like that. So holy grail for me. Let me know what you guys think down below. I feel like this one's gonna be pretty controversial. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this gave you some new hacks you may wanna try in the morning before work if you're running late or before school or whatever. So I will see you guys next time. I love you so very much and I thank you for watching. Bye.